Hi there, this is Amanda Hill, and in this video we are going to look at plugins. Or we are, if I can remember my password. Now, if any of you actually forget your password or you accidentally miskey, if you just click on Lost Your Password here, and you can either put your username or the email address that you've used, then it will send it back to you. So there's no issues there. So let's just log in. And you will see that I currently have all of my things appear. And that is because I have added a plugin. So let's just have a look at my plugins. Now, I have Akismet on here. Akismet needs a WordPress API key. You can go and sign up with these people to activate it. It is a very, very powerful spam filter. And once your blog or your website starts getting seen in places, you will have quite a lot of spam to look after. So it's very easy. It'll say, get your key, click through. It'll take you to the Akismet website, and you can decide from 0 to I don't know how much if you want to pay for it to get a key, and you can just activate it. Now, the one that I've got is this, so let's just deactivate it and we'll show you what happens. So this is what you're seeing, and that's the normal place for things, but I find that when I have lots of things on here, I want all of my stuff across the top. So if I just click and then activate, then instantly you will see it move across the top. So let's show you how to add a new one. Now, there's lots of different things that you would want your site to do. I'm sure being found in Google's probably one of them, so perhaps you want to put a sitemap. So if you want a Google sitemap or even Google Verify, that's always a good one as well. So why don't we just search the plugins and see what it gives us. And there's an awful lot on here. Now, the one that you probably want is a Webmaster Tool one. And also you will want a Google sitemap one. So look at the star rating of some of these. And many of them are going to be free. Many of them are going to have premium versions as well as premium versions. That's the free entry level. So firstly, I'm going to want to install the Google Webmaster Tools. And I probably will look at the Google Publisher one at some point, but I haven't used that on any of my new sites, but as it's been done by Google, it looks like it's a good one to do anyway. In fact, why don't we? Let's have the Google one and install that one and just click yes. Now there's two things I can do now. I can either, well, there's three things. I can activate it, I can return to the plugin installer, or I can just backspace because there was another one there that I actually wanted to add and I saw it in the list. So I'm actually going to add that one and click OK. Now I'm going to return to the plugin installer and I will show you what that's done. So let's just click Install Plugins. And you can see I have 2 active, 2 inactive, and 1 with an update. And you can see up here it's telling me a number 1. That's telling me I have a plugin that needs updating. So let's look at that first and see which one it is. If I just click onto the box next to that, and then I click update. Had I got 8 or 9 plugins on here, I could have updated them all at the same time. And it is quite important that you keep your plugins to the most recent level. because they've ironed out the bugs for you. Now, we've got 2 inactive. Let's go and see which ones they are. So if I tick the box at the top, that will give me all of the ones underneath. If there's any that I want to take off, then I can do that. So let's just activate those plugins and click apply. Now, those of you who have our special package will probably have most of the plugins on there that you would want. But this is always useful if you actually want to change something. But it's a really good idea to keep stock of which ones you're using. And just keep yourself a little file. I use a notes file and I keep it in my Google Drive next to all of the stuff to do with that particular domain. And then I can go have a look and see what's going on. And it's always a good idea to put the date that you put a particular plugin on. Because when you find that you have a conflict with a couple of plugins not working together, you can see what the last one was that you put on there. And you can just deactivate it and see if that solves your problem. Now, another plugin that I'm going to suggest that you add is a cloning one, which I use for backing up. Now, this is a very easy way for you to actually back up your entire website with all of the stuff in the background that we won't go into in this video. But by just clicking install, then you can get a copy of your website at that particular time and you can keep it. So let's just activate that plugin and I will show you exactly what I mean. And of course, if you want to move your host as well, you're going to want to back up, and this is by far the easiest way. So let's just get out of here. You will see we now have one for WP Clone. And now I can create my backup. It takes about between 10 and 30 seconds for something this size for it to do it. And it will give you the URL of where your backup is hosted. So should you wish to move your site to a new host, if you back it up first and take a copy of what it gives you, and then you add clone onto the clean version of WordPress on your new site, you can just put your site back up again in a matter of minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put this on pause. And there you will see the URL. If you copy that and go and save it somewhere, then as of that date, that was your backup. Always a good thing to back up your site. So that's your plugins. Any questions, leave them below. And in the next one, we're going to look at themes.